Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 3 to 6 months. It is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. All right, so we're going to get into your current energy. We'll see what you don't see coming, and then what Spirit wants you to focus on for the next couple of months. All right, so I do personal readings. That information is in the description box below. And I want to say a huge thank you to all of you that are returning. If you're new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. All right, so let's see what's going on. Feel the need to shuffle one more time. So what do we have? Judgment and the Four of Cups in reverse. All right, this is for Sag. So in your current energy, we have the Sun in reverse. I saw that when I was shuffling. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Ooh, and then the Three of Swords. Now we have what you don't see coming is the Four of Pentacles in reverse with the Death card and then the Tower. Interesting. I just had these two cards with Scorpio. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. And then what Spirit wants you to focus on is the Ace of Swords, the Four of Swords, and then the Ace of Wands, both in reverse. Actually, all three are in reverse. Now, the overall energy, look at that. Okay, the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups doesn't have to necessarily be a new romantic love. This could be just an overwhelming feeling of love, abundance, appreciation, things like that. Even though it looks like there might be something difficult that's happened, or there have been some shakeups in the last, I'm going to say in the last couple of months. I remember you guys were going through some big changes, work and moving, and not everybody, but some of you. Now it looks like you may have a situation where you're releasing something from the past or some heartbreak, and then that opens you up finally in the next couple of months for something new. Some of you have already started this relationship. Others of you, I think you're just appreciating, I feel like it's love of self. And normally I wouldn't read this card this way, but that's what I feel like it is. Loving on you and sharing that with others. It's just like your energy kind of glows over the next couple of months because you've been through a lot, but you've picked yourself back up and it's like your shine's coming back. All right, so let's look at your current energy. We have the Sun in reverse with the Knight of Cups and the Three of Swords. There could be someone that you had expected to be something different than they ended up being. Did this person show up with love? It seems as though they did. They offered it, but at the end of the day, it could have broken your heart. So you may be experiencing something of that sort now. Could this be somebody from your past? Absolutely. A little bit of lingering energy. Sure, we're always healing. Do I think that it could be the other person that might be heartbroken as well? Yes. They're not happy about it. I feel like they want to come and tell you that they're still sad and that they want to work through this. Could you have been dealing with somebody who put you in a third party? Yes. No, listen, I'm not judging, but you could have done the same thing to them. Normally I don't switch the energies, but sometimes it can be the case. So if I don't tend to talk about the cross watchers either, but if you happen to be here cross watching, you could be saying that this is what your Sag did to you. Now, let's see what's going on for what you don't see coming. Big changes. They're all a lot of internal changes. Things outside of you that had to shift and change, it feels like have already happened. So a part of you is opening back up and accepting that now it might be some internal stuff that's still being worked on. Big, huge transformations. I mean, you could be seeing things from a completely different perspective. You could have just dealt with something that wasn't even long-term that came into your life, taught you a big lesson, and then you're like, oh, okay, I see where I needed to shift maybe my perception, or I learned something very valuable from that. It's really opened you up in a different way. Not that you were completely closed off before, but you may have been putting up boundaries that were so strong that people couldn't come through. And all of these things that may have shifted and changed or had to break apart and fall away in your life really started to change you. So what you don't see coming is even more of that. It's accepting the changes and really letting yourself kind of go with whatever it is that the universe is going to be throwing at you, because it's going to shift you more so within than it is your external environment. All right, so we'll get some clarifiers for that. Now, what Spirit wants you to focus on, the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse, as well as the Four of Swords. Not getting too much into your head about not having the energy to push right now. The next 3 to 6, you may need to step back a second and refocus. Maybe it's not time for that new beginning right now. And Spirit's like, take a break. You've thought this through. You've been in your head. Maybe starting something brand new isn't a good idea right now. This could be for some of you, not everybody. But you may just want to withdraw and go through whatever this major change is that you have to go through internally before you go out there and push to either start a new business or start a new passion project, something of that sort. Doesn't mean it won't happen, just means that you're getting kind of a shove from the universe to focus on yourself versus those things, like I said, that are external from you. Now, yes, the love aspect, but remember I said it's very much about self-love and appreciation and abundance. So it's more important to focus on love, loving yourself, and it could be focusing on love in general than it is work stuff and mental stuff and things that take all your time and energy. Okay, so let's clarify the Sun in reverse with the Knight of Cups. For some reason, for some of you, I feel like this is somebody that came in and out of your life. It may not have been something that was long-term. For others, it could have been, but I feel like there was something this person did and you're just like, nope, I'm not dealing with it. It could have been a Leo, Scorpio, like I said, Aries, Sag, I'm getting possibly Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Not as much of that energy though. Okay. Let's see, with the Sun and the Knight of Cups, we have the Ace of Swords in the upright. So I think you cut some, excuse my language, but you cut some shit out that just wasn't necessary. Okay, this is for somebody who may have had several different suitors and you thought, okay, this one seems to be someone that I really like. This could be flipped for masculine or feminine. It's not specific. You could be, women could be suitors too. It's not typical, but you know what I'm getting at. Anyway, you had to make a decision. I just think you cut things out very quickly. The Ace of Swords, yes, can be about a new beginning. It could be the mental new beginning that we're talking about. So you have a different perspective about how you're dealing with these types of energies. I do think you appreciate what you have and the loves that you have in your life right now. Are not going to tolerate this kind of stuff. All right, let's see with the Knight of Cups and the Three of Swords. So 5 Pentacles. So that energy feels like you. You may have felt left out in the cold by this person if they were playing games or they had a third party, something that you didn't know about. I don't feel like this was something that was obvious or that came right out. So you may feel that way. And again, I've got to flip this one. I'm sorry, guys. It could have been that you did that. You walked away. And maybe you were dating different people and this person didn't know that. And they flipped out or had a little bit of a tizzy and said, nope, I can't do this. All right, so let's clarify the Four of Pentacles with the Death card. So we have the Four of Wands in reverse. All right, could this have been a marriage? For some of you, absolutely it could have been, and it resulted in divorce. You could have caught your partner cheating and decided, you know what? I'm going to take what's mine. This is going to be a huge shift and change in my life. If you hear that little... Can you hear that? It's a bag in the background. It's one of the kitties in this house. She's decided that she's going to play with the bag and interrupt your reading. So where were we? Yes, this could have been. And it could have created some kind of major change in your life. Like I said, the Tower was in reverse. And this was what you didn't see coming. But those changes seem to have already started to happen. So I don't know. We'll go with, since this was what you don't see coming, that this could be the end result. And it's going to be a major shift. I'm sure most of you would know if you're in the midst of possibly deciding to leave a marriage. Okay. So then we have the Page of Cups. Interesting, that came out with Scorpio's reading too. It's like there's this energy of someone who wants to come in, or you could be dealing with children who you know are going to need a lot of nurturing through this situation. Now, I feel like there's a sense of after all these big changes happen, you're going to be coming from a different perspective. It's like all that healing and self-work and all that stuff is going to finally get to a place where you feel like, okay, I can possibly love again. So we've got a lot of different scenarios here. You're going to have to take what resonates. God, let me speak. All right. Ace of Swords in reverse with the Four of Swords is the Lovers. So when I said don't focus so much on work and projects and things that are external to you, the Lovers popping up just tells me that this is more important. So either you've got to close this cycle out, or you're focusing on something new that's in your life, or what you want to have in your life. That's going to be super important. All right, so let's clarify the Four of Swords with the Ace of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So I don't see this as working hard at your job. You guys work really hard. You're like the fighters, the movers. You don't stop. You just keep going. But in this case, attention needs to be put on the love area. And yes, I feel like you're going to be putting a lot of work into that. So work on self, work on the love relationships, the ones that you want to go forward. All right. So we're going to clear this energy. Now let's get into whoever you are thinking about specifically. Let me clear these. This is for Sag and their person for the next 3 to 6, please. Let's see, for Sagittarius. All right, so your person's energy is the Strength. You could be dealing with a Leo. Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Cups. And then we have Temperance. Interesting. This person's going to have serious patience. Your energy is the King of Cups, the Hangman in reverse, the Emperor, and the Lovers. Wow. This is intense. The Queen of Cups in reverse, I feel like both people are kind of holding back. So if you're dealing with somebody and you think that they may have been in a third-party situation like we saw, you could have walked away and maybe found out that this person actually was not. Some of you could have split home or decided to separate because you both had to go through some major changes, because whoever this couple is, these two people love each other. They're just holding back. They're both kind of putting up their boundaries, holding back, not really making themselves available to each other. But your person is showing up as the Strength card. And the Page of Pentacles just, I think this is more fear than anything. This person wants to make sure that they're in a good place financially before they approach you and offer you the love again. The Temperance to me says that they're going to have patience. They know there's been quite a bit of back and forth. You see how the cup's going. It's, you know, that's what happens when you pour some into the one and then it goes into the other. It's like it's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. But this person wants to be patient. So if your energy is kind of in and out, or theirs, it feels kind of in and out, it's because they're trying to get themselves together. They're mustering up the strength and making sure that they have their financial issues taken care of, because they may have been a little sloppy with money in the past, and then they want to come back in. Or this is someone you're with. They're trying to fix these things in the relationship, and they know that it's going to take patience. And that it's going to require patience from you as well. Now, your energy is the King of Cups with the Hangman in reverse, the Emperor, and the Lovers. Good Lord, you've got strong energy. So not only are you full of love and very much sure of who and what you want in your love arena, but the Hangman in reverse is you're not stuck. Like, you're not confused about what's going on. The Emperor says to me, everything that I've always said to you guys are such bosses, male or female. It's like you just go in and you get it done. You just do. And I think this person really respects that about you. It could be something that's intimidating to them as well when it comes to the relationship itself. Now, you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and as I said, Leo. Your energy is beautiful and strong and sure, and you know your worth. You know what you bring to the table, and you want a relationship with somebody that's going to be balanced, plain and simple. All right. So what do we have for the possible outcome? Major transformation within the relationship. Both of you have had to go within to do some work on yourselves. It's much about getting in touch with what you want from an intimate place. This is intimacy, feeling good. You both have to feel good about yourselves individually. The king does, and the king looks onto the relationship like, I am passionate about making these changes and doing the work so that this can come together. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse is, this is somebody in the upright that's willing to wait. Now, I just don't think there's a whole lot of time to wait to make a decision. And the Six of Swords says that you just need to get to a calmer place so that this relationship can work itself out. All right, my loves, let's look at the Lover's Oracle to close this out. This is for Sagittarius. Actually, they do want this card. Let's see. It says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. That's really beautiful. And then we have, only time will tell. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Okay, so I hope that helped. Thank you guys so much for being here till the end. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like a personal, that's in the description box below. This, of course, is 3 to 6, but you know I'll see you in next week's videos. The September ones are coming up soon. I love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.